Hello there, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you are new here. We are going to be watching Andor. This is the first episode. And as you can see, yes, I am not doing this alone. Major Dad is back, or should I say Major Granddad now?
It's probably more fitting, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The last time we watched something together here on the channel, that was the Book of Boba Fett, which was highly entertaining. I see you have Boba Fett in the background. Of course, I also have. I don't know if I can necessarily show it. Nope. If you've seen my setup here before, then yeah, I have a Boba Fett helmet in the background as well. We enjoyed watching that show, definitely. A few ups and downs during that one, but we are very, very excited to get into Andor. Expecting some spy thriller stuff and expecting for the tone to be very much like the one that we had in Rogue One, because it is still Tony Gilroy who's the showrunner, and he is also writing. And we have some characters that we did meet in Rogue One, Cassian and Andor, of course. I'm pretty sure we're going to see Saw Gerrera at some point. Mon Mothma is going to return. We're maybe going to get acquainted with some people who are loyal to the Empire instead, and then a bunch of new characters. And I really can't wait to jump into this one, because I've heard so many great things. Try to stay away from spoilers. I don't know about you, if you've seen any trailers or anything like that.
I've seen one trailer and tried to stay away from it as well. I'm looking very much forward to it because I really enjoyed Rogue One, had a great feeling about it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm expecting some political intrigues as well here, the birth of the rebellion, some kind. Looking forward to
Yes.
seeing Mon Mothma playing
Yeah.
her part in all of it, and of course, Cassian Andor. I like him as an actor, so I'm looking very much forward to this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
as you could see, I also tried to find a few Star Wars toys and put in the background. I have a few Star Wars toys. Most of
Just a
them
few.
left my home when Sonny left, but I'm trying to rebuild, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the Millennium Falcon in the background and everything, and you got Catalyst, which is it's also a prequel to Rogue One, just like this show is. And we're not going to be focusing that much on like Krennic and Galen Erso like that one did. You also have Star Wars Galaxies in the background, which is a game we played a lot back in the day, and we miss it so much. And yeah, I
Yeah, I
also
tried to run
like this show
around
as
and
well.
find all my toys and all the stuff and put in the background, so I have a setup close to whatever you have. But
Yeah,
I'm in the other part of the country,
yeah,
so we're together but still apart, or whatever you call it. If my what do you call it, internet
connection.
connection,
Yeah.
yeah, kind of drops out every now and then, just think of it as being blessed, so you don't have to look at me for a while. So it kind of works that way.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah.
But I think we are pretty much just ready to jump into it. I do want to say real quick, if you've watched the Obi-Wan Kenobi reactions here on the channel, a handful of those videos were sponsored by Orbit Key. They are coming back. They have some very exciting stuff that I'm going to be able to reveal next week. So that would be the fourth episode. I'm going to be able to talk about some of that stuff and show you guys what they have. Still some Star Wars related. Yeah, it's really, really cool. And I can't wait to show you guys, and going to have a little code for you as well so that you can get a discount. And I also want to tell you guys about our Patreon page, where you can find full-length reactions for all the shows that we are doing at the moment. There's also some Patreon exclusive stuff over there. I am watching The Rings of Power and She-Hulk at the moment. I'm going to be starting Cowboy Bebop. I'm, of course, also watching House of the Dragon. Those are coming out on YouTube. And if you want to watch some of that, and most importantly, support the channel, then it would be much appreciated. Could really use a little bit of support right now. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video, comment, all that good stuff. Now, let's get into it. This is the first episode of Andor. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Perfect. Perfect.
Just play it.
All right, I will. Here
Yeah.
we go. The Lucasfilm logo.
Yeah. So far, so good.
Yeah, it's always a good start.
Yeah.
there he is.
Yeah. I like the way they play with the shots in the beginning of it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Morlana 1. Okay. 5 years before the Battle of Yavin.
We're on the map and on the timeline.
Yeah.
Nice of them.
Very, very nice of them, yeah. Okay. Sort of like a red light district, but in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Not that many red lights.
No weapons, no comms, no credit, no nonsense.
What do you think about it? Just send you one crying.
Because you've tried it.
Probably. That's a cheap way of doing it with a hologram.
A friend of mine said there was a girl from Canary working here.
Are you from Canary? Nostalgic, are we? Let me go and check on that for you.
Yeah, there's trouble over there.
Is this something amusing?
I don't know, you're the one staring.
Any idea where she went?
Wonder who's she's looking for.
Seriously? Boyfriend, husband.
Someone from his past.
I'm looking for my sister.
Oh, okay, well, yep. It's actually reminding me a little bit of Blade Runner, like the aesthetics of it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, there's a Blade Runner touch on it. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not mad about that at all.
No, not at all.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Stop right there!
Why?
There you go.
Okay, what's the play here?
300 credits in my coat pocket.
Some guards basically just robbing people.
Yeah.
Ow. Ooh!
Get him up! Move!
Oh, fuck. He killed him.
Hello!
Oh, okay, this took a turn.
Kind of a fragile guard. One hit, out.
Yeah,
We had a misunderstanding and
now you're begging for your life.
together.
Yeah.
We played too hard and you didn't understand it.
Leave no witnesses.
Yeah,
It's
what are you
probably
gonna
what the
do,
guards used
man?
to. Yeah.
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 Well, we know, like, just from what he said in Rogue One, that he's had to do some ruthless things. And we did see him being ruthless when he killed Tivik, the informant, at the beginning of Rogue One.
And there's a nice dark feeling to the beginning of this.
Yeah, I almost don't want to say it, but it is kind of dark and gritty. I know those words are being thrown around a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Ferrex. Free trade sector.
But they got the Star Wars feeling touch on the buildings and the planets, so
Very much. And then with a hint to something new as well.
yeah.
I like the design of that droid. And those weird creatures. Are you gonna... Yeah. Fuck off.
Cool. It's not really funny, but it kind of lightens up the scene a bit when the droid does something like that. So
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
Usually in Star Wars, get some levity from the droids. The droid sidekicks.
I brought what you told me.
Oh, it can speak.
Cassian. Kassa.
Kassa!
Oh, that's his sister. Okay, we're gonna get some flashbacks.
And getting his background for why he
Yeah.
is the way he is.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that, like, where he came from, like, they were loyal to the separatists, actually, or at least not with the Republic necessarily.
Looks more or less like a tribe societies that
Yeah.
always stayed out of the whatever conflict there is.
Or are they looking for someone to find them? I don't. Since that person was like waving and.
Marva said you were out ruining your health and reputation with friends of low character. She told him sooner or later you were going to get yourself into trouble you couldn't talk your way out of. Then she told Grasso that...
Enough. What's his name? B2 Emo?
Don't tell anybody you saw me. Don't tell anybody you know where I am.
That's 2 lies.
Well, yeah, as far as I know, we're not going to see K2SO for a while. Probably not until season 2. So it's nice that he still has some sort of a funny
Droid
sidekick.
yeah.
I'm sure they're also using the volume a little bit, but it feels like they're on location a lot.
Yeah.
Like real sets.
Yeah, it does look that way.
Gloves.
Yeah, why?
Workers.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We decided we were thirsty and you wanted to go to Cabos. But I said that was no good because there's too many people there I owe money.
You serious?
I need an alibi.
Yeah, I was just about to say it.
When it's done, pull your boots on and get to work. You look like a wreck.
Good friend.
I knew I could count on you.
I'm not lending you any money.
I knew that too.
You've been very busy.
2 men are dead, sir. Employees. That's not worth staying up for, then I'm not worthy of the uniform.
Well,
Have you modified your uniform?
seems serious about his job.
He's lucky he wasn't killed years ago.
Wow.
One of the most unpleasant people I've ever met. There's no suspect at this point.
We have some excellent leads.
Tough case. Bad timing.
I'm sure that in several days, with the proper resources, I can bring this case to a...
Stop. And I don't mean just the talking, I mean stop. They're in a brothel, which we're not supposed to have, the expensive one, which they shouldn't be able to afford, drinking Rivnold, which we're not supposed to allow. Both of them supposedly on the job, which is a dismissible offence. They clearly harassed a human with dark features and chose the wrong person to annoy.
Wow.
Get that stuff under the carpet, please.
They died being helpful. Something sad but inspiring in a mundane sort of way. You look stricken, Deputy Inspector. Are you absorbing my meaning here?
Trying, sir.
That's a great sentence. Are you absorbing my meaning?
Minimizing the time the Empire spends thinking about Preox Morlana benefits our superiors and, by extension, everyone here at the Premor Security Inspection Team, which at the moment includes you.
At the moment. Okay, so they are sort of working for the Empire. At least they answer to the Empire.
And he does not want the Empire to just
Find
drop
out.
by for a visit. No.
No. I really like the writing so far.
I'm not selling this to you, Biggs. I didn't hang on to this to have a partner. I need every credit I can put my hands on.
Are we
to
bidding on the Wobani run tomorrow?
What?
There's a Wobani run coming. Chief wants to know if we're in on it.
So are those like pod racer engines?
Don't know. I mean, most Star Wars films, someone is working on something at a scrapyard of some kind. So
Yeah, engine related, I guess.
yeah. Throughout the different Star Wars movies, the galaxy is falling apart and has been for a while. Needs a lot of repairing.
Biggs, you said he wanted to meet me. I really need this.
I'll let him know.
Who's the mystery friend that she's going to bring in?
No identification whatsoever, just wanders into points unknown.
The nights get busy. You know the traffic.
I don't know what's more disturbing, the fact that our corporate borders are unprotected or your complacence about it. Find it. Whatever it is, I want to know when it left and where it went.
You'd have to filter the entire night.
Well, if it's too much for you, let me know. I'm sure somebody wants the chair.
Well,
He is kind of uptight.
very.
It's in play. Just waiting to hear they're on site, okay?
Hi.
Seriously, you let him talk you into this?
The subject is money.
I just ask you a question.
What?
Since when do you take orders from...
What?
He said all I needed to do was stand here.
Good. You keep at it. I'm gonna do us a favor and not mention this happened.
Vetch, very nice to see you.
That was a brilliant way to turn it around.
Yeah. Whoa.
Well,
I like Veg.
Yeah.
Great prosthetics. That's what it looked like, at least.
Seems like they made a lot of it.
Practical, yeah.
Yeah.
Gonk. Gonk.
Yeah. Gotta be at least one gong in there.
Yeah, she's gone, buddy.
We are simply asking for information.
Have you ever been there?
What difference does that make?
They have their own way of doing things.
This is the murder of 2 Primor employees!
You were told not to make a fuss about it, though.
Canary human men wanted for questioning. Slam the channels, flood it. Set up a desk here to monitor anything that comes in.
Let's go!
Seems like he's the only one who really want to do
investigate
things
that
and investigate, and the rest of them are just complacent.
He's in the office. I refueled it, just like you
I've
told
seen
me.
that actor before.
Now, I'm almost done. What is that?
Is that the ID chip log?
It's the old one. I'm just putting a blank in right now.
Oh fuck! It's, Ted Lasso, I think, Jamie Tartt's father.
No more favors, no more deals. Listen, don't get out. Don't come back.
He's kind of losing allies along the way as he moves through the episode.
Don't make a fuss. No more shady stuff. Yeah. I'm guessing they're gonna go out and check, the ship that crashed.
Yeah, most likely.
I wish they'd do subtitles for that language so that we could understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, and that was the first episode.
That went by quick.
Very. It's okay. I'm glad that they released 3 in one go.
Yeah, I'm not done yet, so yeah.
No, it seems like that was just in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
Maybe the first 3 episodes were supposed to be they are really supposed to be watched together, and maybe they should have just released them as one episode, but either way, that was pretty damn good.
It was. I really enjoyed that, and that was a nice way to kind of ease into it.
Definitely.
With a little background story on
Cassian
Andor and his upbringing, why he's like he is, and kind of losing friends along the way, showing that he's been kind of a hustler in some way along the way.
Exactly.
And,
it seems like a lot of these people, they are of course living on the fringes, and they have to do things and hustle a bit and do things in the shadows once in a while to get by, to survive, and him especially. And then we also have people just keeping their heads down and just working and doing the bare minimum without making a fuss. We see, I think we saw that sort of on both sides, or at least with the workers there, and then also the people in this security job sector thing, with this one guy who is very adamant about doing something about these
He's
murders.
the only one.
He's the absolutely only one, and it doesn't seem like any of the others they actually like him, or they were just kind of dreading that he was going to come by because they know that he's going to make them work. Because
he's going to rock the boat somehow. And
exactly. Even his supervisor was just like that, and I really enjoyed that scene with the supervisor. I thought that was brilliantly written and funny, but also very telling of what they're doing there and what sort of people are working there, and just in general, just people trying to get by and just keep their head down and
make a living,
work.
keep your head down, and just slide through life, because otherwise the Empire will arrive and they'll get much more uptight, and you won't be able to do whatever they do to make money. And the CEO, he was sort of laying it out to this uptight young fellow that this is how we should do this. And that didn't land. That didn't go in. He did not absorb it as
No.
Are you absorbing what I'm saying here? He did not absorb it.
No absorbing there at
No.
all. I was, yeah, because yeah, he seems like he's very serious about his job, and then you would think that he would also be very serious about obeying his superiors' orders. But if he thinks that those orders are not the right ones, or they're too lazy, or like he wants to get to the bottom of this, like he's kind of like an idealist in a way. I could definitely see that, where this is not gonna, I'm not gonna let this one slide, because yeah, we know something shady happened here. We're not just gonna sweep it under the rug, and just tell people that it was an accident.
No, he's kind of straight out of the academy or whatever you call it. He's not really carrying too much life experience in his backpack.
Yeah.
So he want to do it just as it's written in the books, and all the other guys, they're kind of, no, let's not. Let's just keep our head down. Yeah.
Maybe he wants to actually work like for the Empire, be an officer for the Empire, and kind of rise in the ranks there, and he wants them to notice him and notice that he's doing good work, or something like that.
To put it mildly, the stick is already in there. He's ready to become an officer of some kind. So
yeah, it is all the way up there already. So that's going to be interesting to follow him as well. I think that's definitely a character that we are going to follow. And it's going to be sort of an adversary to Cassian and Andor, and we're going to see them butt heads at some point. And I really like that they're starting small in this series, and really building and showing us how these characters are living before we get into the big picture stuff.
Yeah,
because they could just as easily just have started with showing us, I don't know, like the what's going on with the Imperial Senate and with Mon Mothma and Saw Gerrera. Haven't met Stellan Skarsgård's character yet, but I'm sure he's gonna
turn up along the way.
We're gonna meet him in the next one, or maybe the third episode. But I like the slow burn with this. That's not usually something we see a lot with many of the Star Wars shows. Mostly in like we had some of that in The Mandalorian, but it is still faster paced. Some of those other Star Wars series.
And you very quickly get into something that's very Star Wars, like the Empire or a Jedi or something like that. This is slow burn, but they still have the Star Wars feeling to it because of the set, because of the way it's shot, because of the creatures you see, the droids around it. But really, we haven't had anything that kind of relates straight into the Star Wars saga.
No. Small things like a gunk droid, or some of the sound effects that we had. I definitely like. I heard when he was walking down that like red light district looking kind of street, and there was like an alien voice in the background going "Uba, Uba," which is the same thing that was being said by the droid that was helping with
Amidala give birth to
Luke and Leia. I don't know how that actually fits in with like a red light district and then giving birth, but at least like there are familiar sounds
in the red light district.
There are familiar sights and sounds here and there, but they're not like pushing it in your face. Still Easter eggs if you want to say it, but they're not relying on that.
I really enjoyed that.
Like they're just taking their time and telling a new original story, and with the Star Wars feel, but also something else. And I definitely felt like, as we talked about at the beginning of the episode, that there was a little bit of a Blade Runner feel as well.
There was, and I really enjoyed that the gunk droid was there, because who would have thought that would really give me the feeling of connecting to Star Wars? Gunk droid just passing by.
Gunk droid, and then of course we have the sort of funny, quirky droid sidekick, which is also stable inside of Star Wars. So a lot of that there, and then just Cassian scrambling to, well, first off, like he wants to find his sister, and then we kept going back to this flashback with his sister and his people, his tribe.
Yeah,
and I'm really curious to see where that's going. Yeah, Canary, and that's that's where they're from, and that's where what they were speaking. So that's definitely going to come more into play as well. And then this one guy, what was his name? Basa, something like that. The guy who was helping him with the alibi. He mentioned something about Cassian's mother. Is that his real mother, or could that be like the just a pseudonym, or curious to see like how much we're going, like how much of his family we're going to meet already.
Yeah, did they all relocate from that place, the whole tribe, or just Cassian and his family, or whatever? So there's a lot of stuff to sort of get into later on. Yeah.
Yes.
And also the way that it sort of unfolds very slowly, you get the feel that it's going to be the whole overall political arc of how they give birth to the rebellion, or it's almost bits and pieces of the rebellion every now and then, and odd places. I really had a good feeling about this one.
Yeah.
And as I said, it finished too soon. I'm ready for the next one. More or less.
I'm definitely ready to jump into the next one, and we are, of course, going to watch all three in real time here today, and then I'm gonna edit them as quickly as I possibly can. But a really good start. Like they've ignited that little spark, that flame, just to use a term from Rogue One as well. I believe that was a spark of rebellion. Like you can see that people, they want something different, and they're trying to hustle to get that done. And really curious about where everything's going to go from here. Man, great first episode. Great first episode. I'm in, definitely, but that doesn't take much. They just, for me personally, and I think it's the same for you, like they don't need to do much more than just slap the name Star Wars on something, and then we're going to watch it. But I like the different feel that we're getting from this compared to some of the other stuff that we've gotten from the Disney Plus.
And also, I really enjoyed Rogue One. The whole sort of Rogue One, and it just fit in there perfectly. One of the better ones, I think. And I got the same feeling with this, maybe just because Cassian Andor is there, but I got the same, a little more dark feeling about this one, a little more adult to some extent. To some extent. A little more adult feeling, and it's fine.
Yeah. Like I still hold firmly to the belief that Star Wars should be accessible to everyone, but I don't mind them playing around with tone and genre and making things a bit more mature here and there. And it definitely seems like that's what we're getting with this show, and that you also need to be patient when it comes to the story and the characters, because again, they're taking their time, which I am enjoying. I don't mind slow-paced series or movies, slow burns. Like just an example, like one of my absolute favorite shows in like recent years is Better Call Saul, and they definitely took their time with that one. So I like what we're getting into here. I really, really like it. But do you have anything you want to add to it before we wrap up this one?
No, I really enjoyed it very, very, very much, and I'm looking forward to the next episode and see where it takes us. And as you said, it's appealing to the kid in me. At the same time, it's a bit adult in the way it's shot. Good acting, good scenes, and no blood or whatever, so you can still show it to kids and get away with a little bit of explanation. So it kind of lives up to what you say, that the Star Wars movies should be for the young people, or at least the young at heart. And
for everyone, basically.
I still think I am young at heart. Do not answer that. Thank you. Okay.
You most definitely are. Even though you've gotten the name Major Granddad now, you are still very much young at heart. And I'm glad that we can do this together. Again, I've been looking forward to it, and I'm glad that this is working. I think it's working pretty damn well. And you guys can let us know in the comments what you think about this thing that we're doing, this new setup, and unfortunately can't be in the same room, but still doing it together. So as you said, apart but together still.
Yeah, perfect. Let's move on to the next one. You do your finish and I'm ready.
Yes, all right. That's going to do it for this reaction and review of Andor Episode 1. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you very soon. Bye. Oh, no, sorry.
Redo that.
I'm going to redo that. I am so sorry, because I've just been doing like the normal goodbye for a while. Yeah. Gonna do it the right way.
Yeah.
Gonna do it the right way. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you always.
Please.